The running game will be a focus today. The Jets have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Chiefs, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30 with the Kansas City Chiefs. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
First carry for Matt Forte, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Back to throw here. And he's got a noon one. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll give it up to Forte. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Looks to be right around the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go.
Now Davis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Room to run inside the 40. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And they give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected, and I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First down, this is Forte. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To the ground, but here McFadden. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On is the second-year man from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. 'em They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there. 3rd down here.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. Green.
Back to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. The Conley's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Got a man. It's the rookie Ardarius Stewart. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. A give. This is Forte. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the... Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And the third quarter starts with a run by McFadden. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Forte, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Davis now. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the ball's out. Forte loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run now with Ware. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. They run again with Ware. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
All right, here we go.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd down, Forte. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now Forte, I think he's a bit shaken up. Still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, McFadden. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
In the red zone this time.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Detroit.
McFadden following the penalty. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run, McFadden. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. 3-19. Gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ramik Wilson coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here we go now.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Conley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
They run it here. Where? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give to McFadden. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And off comes to McFadden. Finding room inside the 40. He's going to go. Darren McFadden. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren McFadden, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Set. All right, now, look, Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bears have scored to add on to their lead in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So out now come the Jets. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This is the running back, Powell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3.